Hey guys, Ash here from C4 Retech, and let me start this video off with an apology. I was supposed to attend the Galaxy S10 event, but some visa issues meant I got my visa today. Had I gotten it a couple of days back, I could have attended it. But anyway, my passport's still in the US consulate, so I was not able to travel. But that didn't stop me from following the S10 coverage, and here are 5 positives to take away from the S10 launch that you might have missed. If you do end up liking this video, please don't forget to turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon. So let's start with number 1, the return of the small form factor. Now Samsung's smaller sized flagship, the regular S version, has been getting larger and larger in recent times, right? It's been getting bigger and bigger screens. I mean, it's been iterative, just a few millimeters here and there, but as of last year, the Galaxy S9, while still being relatively compact, was quite tall. Now this time with the S10e, or the S10 Essential, Samsung has returned to a super compact form factor. The 5.8-inch display size might not really convey how small this phone is, but maybe this will. You guys remember the Galaxy S6 and how compact it was? The S10e is shorter and narrower than the 5.1-inch display-toting Galaxy S6. The last time Samsung had a more compact flagship was all the way back in 2013 with the Galaxy S4. So if you love compact phones as much as I do, then the S10e should have you excited. And remember, this phone still retains most of the flagship stuff from its larger siblings. Now talking about things that have been retained, we get to number 2, microSD and the 3.5mm headphone jack. Well, most manufacturers have been removing the headphone jack and microSD from their phones. Samsung has not followed suit, and with the S10 line, things have largely remained the same. The Galaxy Fold does kind of lose out on the headphone jack and microSD, and even the S10 5G variant loses out on microSD, but that seems to be more due to size constraints rather than Samsung wanting to kill the microSD slot or the headphone jack. Number 3, now this is quite important, Samsung's return to the Spec War. Now for a few years, Samsung's been trying to pull an Apple or even a Google. Now don't get mad, just think about it. Samsung continued to sell flagship phones with 4 gigs of RAM till last year, 2018, while even a OnePlus had switched to a 6 gig base all the way back in 2016. Now while the Chinese competition was doing triple cameras, Samsung stuck to their tried and tested 2. And now the S10 line, it marks Samsung's return to the Spec War. The RAM is 6 to 12 gigs. Storage goes all the way up to 1 TB, with 128 gigs being the base. The top S10 Plus 5G comes with 6 cameras on it, and of course 5G, because it's 5G. Anyway, it's like the early days of the S series where the S meant a lot of industry firsts along with the best of everything possible at that moment. And I, for one, am glad to see Samsung return to being an industry leader. Talking of which, we get to number 4, and this is a continuation of the last point. Kinda, sorta. Even with the build and the form factor, over the past few years, Samsung seems to have kind of fallen behind. We've been seeing exciting new things from the Chinese brands like, teardrop notches, cutouts, motorized cameras, sliders, under-display fingerprint scanners, and more. Samsung, on the other hand, has been happy with iterative changes to the Galaxy S6's build. The Infinity panel did come, but it had relatively big top and bottom bezels. The same slow rear fingerprint scanner was moved around a lot, but not much more was changed. It wasn't really all that exciting, but this time though, the S10 lineup has a lot to get us excited. The display is now full screen and they're calling it Dynamic AMOLED. The first time the name's changed in a long time. That's basically because there's HDR10 support and parts of the display can get up to brightness levels of 1200 nits. Now there is an ultrasonic under the display fingerprint scanner. Here there are dual front cameras with that cutout, 5G support, a foldable form factor. Okay, that's not part of the S10 lineup, but hey, it was launched at Unpacked, so I'm gonna throw it in here. Additionally, Samsung has matched some of what the Chinese competition has been offering. They have a ceramic variant, there's reverse wireless charging and so on. So I'm loving how aggressive Samsung has been here. And now, number 5, now this is probably my favorite on this list, the remappable Bigsby key. Let's face it, no one likes the Bigsby key. Well, Bigsby has shown promise. It hasn't been the best of assistants, and having it kind of get accidentally triggered by hitting that key that's just been plain old annoying. One of the reasons why most of the times I've had the Bixby button disabled. Now I'm happy to report that Samsung has finally let us remap it. And right from day one, from the first time we saw the Bixby key, we've all wanted to remap it. Samsung did block it in the past, now they've made it remappable. So that's about it for 5 incredible things from the S launch that you might have missed. So what was the most interesting thing for you? Let me know in the comments below, and share this video with friends and family if you can. Thumbs up, thumbs down based on whatever you felt about it. Subscribe and hit that bell icon if you haven't yet. Now I should be getting my hands on the S10 soon, and I will be bringing you more coverage. So thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4E Tech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye bye.